Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video on the Up2 Madness channel.
What it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby, we're golden.
Today guys, we're going to be doing a talk and ride sesh. And I'm going to be telling you about why I'm selling this Marlin after only 9 months, about why I'm selling it, because it just isn't performing. It's really disappointed me. The first thing that's disappointed is the fork. Look at that, the SR Centaur has not performed well. Look at that grease. Absolutely horrible. And the next thing that's been a real letdown, it's actually been the drivetrain. It's been the Shimano Tourney 3x7. I mean, I haven't cleaned it, and it's, I admit it's got quite wet, I should, but it's just been slipping. It's really just hasn't performed at all. So those are probably my two biggest letdowns, the drivetrain and the fork. And I think in the eyes of most riders, those are the two biggest components on the bike. So if you let those down, then I don't think that there's much hope left. And obviously this is branded as an XC bike because of the longer stem, and steeper head angle. But it definitely has not performed how I would like over these last couple of trails, and just riding it on stuff like this, just gravel paths. It has not performed well at all. So if you're thinking about buying Marlin to do trail riding, then I would definitely look at a different bike, because it just hasn't performed well on the trails and as well as I would like it to. So guys, I am now on the bike, just on this simple little gravel path here. And you'd think this would be no problem for a bike like this, and it isn't. But it's just the way that the fork feels on here. It just bounces around. It's really poor. So I'm just going to get a fork cam, so a camera just following the fork, so you can see what it's like on these trails. This is the terrain that I was just riding on, and did you see how inactive the fork was? That's all. That is literally all I was riding on. Some basic rocks and a couple of bumps up there, and it just wasn't performing. So it's really been a letdown. Definitely not my favourite thing about the bike. And now I'm just going to show you the drivetrain, because that has been, well, rather disappointing indeed. I mean, just look at this. Shouldn't be able to do that with a fork.
Now more on this, the Shimano Tourney drivetrain. It's a 3x7, and for me personally, I feel that should be reserved for road bikes and gravel bikes, because when you're on the trail there's just too much chain. You don't need those three at the front, you just need a big fat cassette at the back, and that's all you need for mountain biking. Most modern XC bikes have just a 1x11 or 12, whereas this has a 3x7. So it's not for mountain biking use, this group set. So I definitely feel that it's really let me down, and it has not performed as I'd like. So guys, what I'm trying to tell you is that it's not designed for trail use, but as you can see from these clips here, I've been taking it on some pretty gnarly trails, and it's not performed like a £6,000 full suspension bike, but it's worked on the whole. If it's a bike that if you want a bike to get you into the sport of mountain biking, then I would go for the Trek or something similar, for the same kind of price point. So overall, it's for either the commuter and the light trail rider, or it's someone like me who just wants to get into the sport and have the cheapest way possible, but also something that won't break on the uphills and the downhills. So guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. This one has taken me a while to put out, 2 months, but I hope you guys enjoy. So I'll see you in the next one.